welcome to Tales of Honor Podcast, a podcast dedicated to telling the true stories of every recipient of the Medal of Honor. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Tales of Honor Podcast. I'm your host, Christoph Ambrosch, and we have two birthdays to go over before we get into today's episode. First up is actually today, January 10th, 1949. John Baca, a former Army Specialist 4 who received the Medal of Honor for his actions during the Vietnam War. He turns 72 years old today, so a very happy birthday to John. And on, this is going to be Tuesday, January 12th, 1940, James E. Livingston will be turning 81 years old. He is a former Marine Corps Major General who also received the Medal of Honor for his actions during the Vietnam War. So a very happy birthday on Tuesday to James, and today to John. A very happy birthday. So that's all I have for birthdays today. A quick reminder that if you want to help fly the flag for the podcast and support the podcast and the Medal of Honor Museum, please head on over to the link in the show notes to pick up some swag. T-shirt, sweatshirt, sticker, coffee cup, whatever it is that you'd like. 50% of the profits do get donated to the Medal of Honor Museum every month. So go do that. Tell one person about the podcast, and sit back, relax, and enjoy today's Tale of Honor. Philip was born on the 17th of March, 1865, in Belmullet, Ireland, and he enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps in July of 1887 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He was a sergeant during the Battle of Cienfuegos during the Spanish-American War, and it was his actions during the cutting of a communications cable that would earn him the Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "On board the USS Nashville during the operation of cutting the cable leading from Cienfuegos, Cuba, 11 May, 1898. Facing the heavy fire of the enemy, Gaughan set an example of extraordinary bravery and coolness throughout this action." Philip received his Medal of Honor on the 7th of July, 1899, and continued to serve in the Marines. While still on active duty as a first sergeant, Philip Gaughan died on the 31st of December, 1913, at the age of 48. He is buried in the Holy Cross Cemetery in Yeadon, Pennsylvania, Section 54, Range 12, Lot 42. And that was a Tale of Honor. Thank you for listening to Tales of Honor Podcast. Head on over to talesofhonorpodcast.com where you can read these stories, see other ways to support the show, and easily share a story with your friends and family. Tales of Honor Podcast is written and produced by Christoph Ambrosch, and theme song, A New Beginning, is by Ben Sound. If you have any questions or comments, you can send them to talesofhonorpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Christoph Ambrosch. Thanks for listening.